Welcome everybody. Wednesday, August 12, 4:40 p.m. Let's take a look at what is happening to the stock market today. We are going to take a look at Tesla stock, Tesla, SpaceX, VIX, the stock indices, gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum. So let's start right now. This is live, so you can comment and I will answer your question. So let's start. Tesla closed at 327.51, down $5 and 30 cents, 1.59% down. Post market, we are down a further 39 cents. So let's take a look at our patterns. Let's see where Tesla is at in terms of the patterns. So we are into a bullish pattern at the same time as into a bearish pattern. And we are still, right here, we are still into our bullish channel. So Tesla is bullish, has been bullish since May of 2024. It has been bullish more recently, of course, depending on the time frame that we are looking at. So more recently, we have been coming down right here since, we kind of made the top in December of last year. So since that top, December of last year, we have been coming down according to this channel right here. So we are bouncing here, bouncing here, bouncing here. Again, this time bouncing here. And we are bouncing on the other side also from this point right here. So this is a channel. So the stock is zigzagging between these two lines. So when the stock started to come down right here, this bearish channel support, when we started to come back here, we kind of knew that Tesla was supposed to bounce on it, and this is exactly what it did. It bounced on it. So it went from 298 to 327 as of today. So this move up is nice, but it does not mean that this is sustainable because we don't have momentum on that move. So our momentum indicators are not showing anything interesting. So there's no momentum on this move. So it means that it could come back down. So any profit that we take, that we see, we should take. So we are starting to get close to 338, which is the low we had April 8th. You see how close we are from it? We are right there. So this can explain why Tesla stock reverted today, because we are starting to get to a resistance line. The red lines are resistance line, and these lines show where the sellers are. So sellers are here. So it makes sense that the stock is moving down a little bit. The big question is, are the buyers a little bit lower right here? Because we have a green line. So buyers are here, the sellers are here. And this is why the stock is in between these two lines. So when I look at the wick at the bottom of this candle right here, this red candle that we had today, we see a longer wick at the bottom than at the top. So this is telling us that buyers are pushing the price back up. And if we take a look at the 1 hour chart, we are going to see it maybe a little bit more clearly. So this is the move today. The first hour of the day, we had the move down. And look at this, Can I make this up or... And the answer is no. This is a rhetorical question. Can I make this up? I cannot make this up. Look at how we went exactly on this line right here and we pushed down. So this is really showing us that indeed the sellers are right on that line. Right on that line, it pushed it back down. And conversely, the buyers are right here, and look at what happened. It pushed the stock up. So this is exactly what's happening right here. So we are still on the 1 hour chart. We are still into a downward channel. This is the downward channel right here. So we still haven't crossed this line right here. So until we do this, we should be expecting that we are going to come down. The move that we had since the end of July was nice, but we should assume that this move is over until we start breaking this downward resistance right here. So let's say until we start breaking 332 or so, then we could be just be going down. So if you were in Tesla since the end of July, perfect time to take some profit. Perfect time. And then we'll see if we start breaking on the daily chart. If we start breaking 338, 343, then okay, it means that we are going to be outside of the bearish channel we have on the 1 hour chart, and we are going back into a bigger bearish channel that we have on the daily chart. But it means that we could be going to the other side, maybe 367 or so. So, you know, Tesla is not in a position right now. It can change, but right now the market for Tesla is basically 3 bearish trend. On the 1 hour chart, we have a bearish trend right here. So the trend is down. You buy something and it's worth less and less and less and less. On the daily chart, we have another bearish trend, which means that the stock price is worth less and less and less. And we have a third one. So short term, this is bearish. Long term, yeah, we've looked at it. Long term, this is bullish. And now we are getting close to that bullish support. So it's not impossible that eventually we get outside of all of this, but just shows that we have 3 bearish channels that we need to get out of. So this is impacting how we decide to take profit. And as I mentioned, it's nice to take profit when things are getting close to resistance lines. Okay, SpaceX. SpaceX is a different story. You know, the same market, but different stock, different story. Let me go on the 1 hour chart right here. So yeah, SpaceX, completely different story. SpaceX has been coming down. Then it stabilized here. It could not go above 119.65. 119.65, and at the bottom we were at 106.92. We were zigzagging here. One day prior, before, or I think it was the day of the earnings, we broke above 119.65, but we caved in as soon as the earnings came. Even though they were great earnings, the stock dropped. So that's fine. We don't care about this. What we care about is imbalances between the buyers and sellers. And we had that imbalance again. 119.65, boom, was broken up again after the earnings. So each time we have that break, we can take it. And here it did not work well. So buy here and you lose some. This time, buy here and you are still in the money. So SpaceX is doing great on the 1 hour chart. We have momentum on that stock, so it should be continuing. I can do the channel for it. This is the channel. This is the rate of ascent that we have for SpaceX. This is where we are. Once we get outside of it, on the support side, then we can assume that this trend is over. But right now the trend is strong. We have momentum on the stock. Nothing to complain about. Of course, if you want to sell, you can sell at any point in time. But while we are into a bullish channel, we can let it ride. We can let it ride. So that's for SpaceX. Let's take a look at the VIX. So VIX, fear factor of the stock market, the VIX is continuing down. Look at this. We are down 4.78% today. 1454, so that's low. This is helping the stock market as a whole. Tesla is a different story. Dow Jones is a different story, but as a whole, this is great for the stock market. Let's take a look at the stock indices. So Dow Jones pulling back. It has been pulling back for the last 5 days. It has been overextended. This is the bullish channel. It should be in. Now it's overextended a little bit. So it makes sense that we have a pullback temporarily, but it does not mean that the trend is invalidated. It's still valid. So we should be resuming at some point. SPX, we had a nice move recently, zigzagged, and then boom, we broke 76.31. This was the buy signal. So I hope you took it. So buy signal, we have momentum on it. If it breaks lower than 76.31, then we are not going to be believing this anymore. But right now, this is holding well. This could be going up. The bullish channel is right here. This is the bullish channel resistance. So we could be going up to 2200, depending on when we reach that line. If we reach it here, I don't see much. If we reach it here in October, this is 8400. If we reach it at the end of August, we are talking about 8260. So this is the target. This is a moving target. The target is moving up as the stock is moving up. But yeah, this is doing well. QQQ, the Nasdaq stuff, the Nasdaq 100, the tech stuff. This is nice. You know, this is bouncing right here. We have momentum. This is continuing. So the stock indices are showing us that yes, stock market is moving higher. Let's take a look at gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum. So gold, yeah, gold continuing. Look at this. We were coming down. Then we were going sideways, and that sideways move has started within the bearish channel. The bearish channel is here. We started going sideways here, and then boom, here. August 5th, this is when we broke up. This was the buy. This was the buy. This was the buy right here at 31 bucks. This is a Sprott physical gold. This is a gold trust that has actual physical gold in their vault and not just paper gold. So their share was at 33.51 when we broke above the congestion zone at 31.42 right here. Boom, this was the break. This is continuing. So yeah, this is great. This is great. This is great. This is great. The bullish channel, we have a bullish channel right here, and this was not going high fast enough. It just went even faster. So gold is doing well. We could be expecting gold to cool down a little bit. It could cool down right here at 34.70. It could be cooling down because even though gold is doing well, we have a bearish channel right here. This is the bearish channel, and we have a bunch of sellers right here. The sellers are here. So so we could be reverting. So keep that in mind. So when we are going to get close to that resistance line, just like for Tesla, just like for Tesla, we went to it and then it came down. It came down. The same thing could be happening. So we are at 33.51 right now. So it could be caving down at, as I said, 34, depending on when it does this, at 34.77. Let's take a look at silver. Silver, yes, I'm going to be calling you back soon. So silver, we are into a bearish trend. We are coming back up so far. Yes. This is what I did. This is what I said. SPX below 73.61. 73.61. 73.61. Amazing Studio. I know you. So yes, I'll go back. So yeah, 76.61. Sorry, 76.31. And if you want a copy of those lines, get a membership. I have a membership where you get those lines on your TradingView. You can copy lines and you see them. So you see, this is the one right here, 76.31 and 42 cents. Okay, so let's go back to silver. So silver, yeah, silver, we are right smack on the resistance now. Right smack on the resistance. So silver, we should be caving in. If we don't, this is another buy signal that will happen. But so far, this is take profit area. So if you are in it, take profit right now. Some of it, all of it. If it breaks above, then okay, we can be talking about a breakout. But right now, we should be caving in. Gold is not yet there. Gold is not yet there. Gold has a couple of bucks here. Silver does not have a couple of bucks. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, the last two, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin, we are watching it like crazy. It's not looking super good. Let me give you the truth. First, we are into a bearish channel, so we are supposed to go down. So any move up is temporary, and sometimes it's barely moving up. It's mainly going sideways, but any move up is temporary. The main move is down. You see the moves down, they are pretty big compared to the moves up. So let's keep that in perspective. Recently though, we started to go sideways. There are multiple patterns at the same time going sideways here. So sideways into it, within a downtrend, we were going sideways. Okay, so sideways is better than going down. We cannot agree to that. At the same time, we started to go a little bit higher. We started the bullish trend right here. Bullish trend. But now we are starting to get outside of that bullish trend, and we have officially gone outside since yesterday. So this is the double support for that bull trend. And now yesterday, boom outside. Today also boom outside. So the bullish trend that we had since the end of July is no longer valid. Right now, we can only rely on a congestion zone right here, which has a support at 62,533. 52,533, 52,533 right here. So if we lose that 62,533, then this is going to mean that we should be going back down to 58,000. So it all hinges here. It all hinges 62,533. This is shown right here. Okay, and let me go back to the question about gold when I finish with Ethereum. Ethereum, this is its bullish channel too. Bullish channel. Now we are outside of it, just like Bitcoin. So we are no longer going up short term. We are going sideways. The support is at 1837. 1837. If we go lower than 1837, then next stop is going to be this one, 1720. And if that breaks, 1505. We don't know yet. We don't know yet if 1837 is going to break lower. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody can predict that in the future, but we can see it in the present as it happens. So it has not happened yet. You can still buy Bitcoin on the faith that 1837 is going to hold, and you might be right or you might be wrong. If you don't want to rely too much on faith, then you need to have other proofs. So proofs are momentum proofs. So right now there's no momentum on it, and there are some technical proofs right here. So this is the technical proof. If you want a technical proof before getting into Ethereum, well, wait until we break this line, because this is where the sellers are at the moment. And when the price goes higher, this is going to mean that the buyers need to pay higher for a share, because the sellers are running dry compared to the buyers. But yeah, we don't have any of these proofs now, so buying on support is requires a little bit of faith. So now let me answer the question from Dakota Joan. Where's the good place to set a stop loss for the gold? Yes, I'm going to tell you. A good place is right here, 32.62. 32.62. This is what we broke above Friday of last week. So it should be doing something like this. If you want to be a little bit more aggressive, you can set a stop loss right here on this bullish channel. So depending on the date it crosses it, if it crosses it, you are talking about 32.87 up to 33. But if you want it simple, 32.62. Okay, so let me just check. I think we got some economic data that came in today, actually, yes. So yeah, I'm not sponsoring Toyota. So Wednesday, today we got the core inflation rate month over month, 0.2%. This was the forecast, and the consensus were at 0.2. So this is in line with the expectations. Core inflation rate year over year, we are talking about 2.5%. So this was also the expectation. Inflation a tad higher, month over month, 0.1 versus 0 forecast, and the previous was minus 0.4. So you see, we had a nice inflation month in June. Now it's picking up again, but 0.1 is not that high, because in the past we were at 0.2, 0.3, 0.8, and so on. Okay, so let me go back here. And the inflation rate year over year, we are at 3.4%. This was expected. The previous was at 3.5. So this is a little bit better. So see, it's coming back down a little bit. So 4.2%, 3.5, 3.4. Voila. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. If you become a YouTube member, you get 5 videos a week. This is one on Wednesday, but you get 5. You get 5, and we also have tiers where you can copy those lines on your TradingView account. We have also a Discord server where I show up a couple of times a day to guide you on what's happening. And if not, the 5 videos a week is great too, because we are looking mainly at the daily chart. So you don't have to be a full-time trader. You can just look at the daily chart right here. And even on Discord, when we play on the 1 hour chart, we only need to watch the chart once per hour. So you can take a break once per hour and look at what's happening. Anyway, so I'm going to let you look at all of these possibilities. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow. If you are part of some membership, I'm going to tell you à la prochaine, si Dieu le veut.